It was Christmas Eve, 1971, a day meant for family and festive cheer. For 17-year-old Juliane Koepcke, it was supposed to be a simple journey. She and her mother were flying aboard Lanza Flight 508, heading to Pucallpa in Peru to reunite with her father, a famous zoologist. The flight started just like any other, the hum of the engines a comforting sound. Little did anyone know, they were flying straight into the jaws of a monster. A massive thunderstorm was brewing, a dark angry giant in the skies. This was no ordinary storm. It was a force of nature that was about to change one young girl's life forever, testing her spirit in ways no one could ever imagine. The mood on the plane quickly turned from calm to chaotic. The aircraft began to shake violently, tossed around in the sky like a mere toy. Passengers were gripped with fear, their festive spirits replaced by sheer terror. Outside the windows, the sky was a terrifying spectacle of black clouds and blinding flashes of lightning. Then, it happened. A bolt of lightning, a spear of pure energy from the heavens, struck the plane's wing. The impact was catastrophic. A deafening roar filled the cabin as the aircraft started to break apart mid-air. It was the ultimate nightmare, a situation where survival seems impossible. In these moments, you discover what you are truly made of. For young Juliane, still strapped to her seat, the world turned upside down. The plane disintegrated around her. Suddenly, she was falling. Not inside a metal tube, but out in the open air, plummeting towards the endless green canopy of the Amazon rainforest below. She was falling from an altitude of nearly 10,000 feet, a 2-mile drop. The wind screamed past her ears, the sensation of falling a terrifying, surreal experience. The row of seats she was strapped to spun like a sycamore seed, which miraculously slowed her descent. It was a 1 in a million chance, a tiny sliver of luck in a moment of absolute disaster. She lost consciousness during the fall, mercifully spared from witnessing the final terrifying moments of her descent. When she finally awoke, it was the next day. The world was a blur of green and pain. She was on the floor of the jungle, the dense canopy above her blocking out the sky. She had a broken collarbone, a deep gash on her leg, and one eye was swollen shut. She was alone. The silence of the jungle was a stark contrast to the chaos of the crash. She was the sole survivor of a tragedy that claimed 91 lives, including her own mother's. Her ordeal was far from over. In fact, it had only just begun. Waking up in the Amazon is a daunting experience for even the most seasoned expert. For a teenager who had just survived a plane crash, it was a living nightmare. But Juliane was not just any teenager. She was the daughter of two